done before. I am going to do resin art, and I'm gonna add crystals. Now, you see them everywhere. It's nothing like crazy or special, but for me, it's kind of crazy and special. First of all, I don't know, you guys probably don't know this about me, but I own a spiritual wellness center in Toronto called Metaphysique, and I've owned it for over 15 years, and I am a spiritual medium and therapist, and I actually have my PhD in transpersonal psychology, blah, blah, blah. Not the point. The point is, crystals, I have a really strong connection with crystals. Just have them all over my home. They're so beautiful, and I see people doing all these big geodes and stuff, which are awesome. I really like more a subdued look, so I'm going to kind of do like a crystal geode my way with like a slight bling, but not totally in your face. So let's talk about some of the crystals I have. I got all these on Amazon, by the way, just to kind of practice. So I got these little baggies of quartz crystal, and then I got these chunkier pieces of quartz crystal. By the way, I'm doing two 12 by 24 panels, so all around will be a 2-foot square. So I'm not sure how many like big and chunkies I'm gonna do, because again, I want it really soft. By the way, I forgot to tell you, I'm doing like a rose quartz color. So my favorite color combination by far is always pink, white, and gold. Like for me, this is like the holy trinity of colors, and that's what we're gonna be doing. I'll get into the colors in a minute, but I wanna get into the little crystals. So another crystal I'm using is one of my faves. It's called selenite. To be honest, I don't know if people use this in art, but I'm not gonna do a crystal lesson for you, but selenite is really, like even if you're really hot, by the way, just to get off art for a minute, and you kind of like rub it in front of you, it brings like this coolness to it. So it's really cool. It has these like striations to it. In my office, I have huge selenite light fixtures that sit above you. Really pretty. But anyways, selenite. I don't know how or what I'm gonna be doing yet with them. Again, I'm just going with the flow and seeing. I also have little rose quartz tumblers and big chunky rose quartz. So that's what kind of we're working with. Again, I don't know how much or if or what I'll be using. Let's get to colors though. This is what's fun. Now for resin art and for wave, you know, people do the waves and things like that. They have special white pigments that really work with it. Honestly, I don't have any where I am. I'm at my cottage, and I just have titanium white, and adding paint to your resin is totally fine. Just don't go over like 10%, or else it will mess with like the curing time of the resin, and you don't want to do that. But we're just gonna do 2 paints of this, and I happen to find this pale pink by Grumbacher. That's it. Like, so these are gonna be my 2Bs. Now, of course, I'm gonna put lots of TLP in. First, I have TLP Whitehaven, which is just like creamy white. I thought it'd be nice. I think my base, I think what I'll do is I'll do the whole base in pink and then put everything else on top. I don't know. Okay, so we have Whitehaven. We have Ore, really pretty gold. We have Rose Quartz, which gives a really reddish, I don't know if you can see it right now, really reddish color. And then we have Ballet Slipper, which is pinker, and I love it. So, and I'm also gonna try this Let's Resin Metallic Powder Rustic Gold. This will look different than this, I believe. Metallics sink, so I think I'll probably get more cells with this. I'll get cells with this too, but I think it will kind of stay afloat a little bit more. We'll see. I don't know. It'll be good to compare the two. What else do I want to tell you? By the way, my last video, I did an all about resin video. So if you want to know the specifics of how to prepare everything in general and from start to finish how to resin, check out my last video. All right, let me like mix up. Oh God, am I nervous? Of course I am. Let's mix it up and see what's gonna happen. So I'm just mixing up my resin. I figured I would show you a quick little thing. This is 1-to-1. Now, when you're mixing colorants and resin, and pigments and things like that for your resin, you don't need as much as you would normally add to your pouring medium. So that's something to keep in mind. I'll show you a quick little thing of me mixing all the colors and the final result, and then we will get to pouring them. So here I'm laying down the pink. I didn't really have a vision in mind. As I said, I really wanted something kind of really soft and flowy. So I just started off by doing lines and then following those lines with other colors. I might have gone overboard, but I don't want to like jump ahead. But let's just say I didn't like keep it as simple as I was planning. I don't know, you'll see. Just keep watching. So this little tool is a little heat gun I got on Amazon, and at first I was having problems with it because I resined it, like resin got in it and it wouldn't stay on, so I had to like hold it at a weird angle. So those give me problems, but it's pretty handy. It's not as powerful as like a big time heat gun, but it worked for what I wanted. I'm really liking that darker gold. It's really cool, and you'll see kind of the end how it did float more on top than the other pigments. So I'm just trying to like schmooze the lines about, and because I didn't want super linear stuff, I wanted it kind of more flowy, and then, you know, to see what was going to happen. And what am I doing now, I wonder? Oh, here's a little close-up of this little tool in action. So I'm just schmoozing everything together basically. So as I was looking them together, I saw I needed another little kind of line to attach them together so they looked like they made sense together. Now, I decided I had so much fun with that one, I did 4 more. So I'm just doing a little quick little thing, but I used the same colors as the big one in this little one, but I also mixed up a bunch of silvers and purples, which I'll show you in a minute. And I used mostly TLP and inks. So I had TLP Agapanthus, which is a really beautiful silvery gold. I had TLP Pinwheel, which is a purple to blue shift. I had TLP Enchantment, which is like a really warm pinky purple. Regardless, to be honest, I didn't really love them. I'll show you at the end and you'll tell me, but I'm not like gonna really get into them that much because they turned out kind of weird. You'll see.
So here they are, my little guys. So I'm starting, actually this is oxide black that I put in the resin. I shouldn't tell you I don't like it, because that's like giving them, what if you guys like them? You might. They turned out very galaxy. Okay, so there, that was the agapanthus, by the way. That was not a pigment, just like a purple. That was enchantment. You see how it's like really a pinkish purple? What else am I using here? That is another color. What am I? Ink. That was another ink. That's what I meant to say. Oh, and then on top, I took TLP Sterling, which is their silver, I believe, and blew that around. Let's see what it is. See, it's not looking, it's a little busy, right? Well, you'll see. You can't judge it yet, but it's not looking promising. There's that silver. Okay, guys, here they all are. Let's start with these. I feel like I probably was a little too heavy-handed, like a little too many lines, but I do like the look of, see the difference, how this gold is floating and this one is more cells. This light, you can't really see all the sparkle, but there's a lot of sparkle happening. But again, I don't know, it's quite busy, maybe cool, maybe busy, I don't know. Now, let's discuss the second batch. First of all, I am not a big fan of these. So, however, some people really like galaxy stuff, right? Like, maybe I'll make, maybe this way. I can make some like galaxy quartz mountains and be like a night sky. I can't really see very well. It is really sparkly. It is very galaxy inspired, but not really my jam, but hopefully I can make it work. Now, I think these batches are actually my favorite. I didn't even video this one because I happen to have just leftover from these two. This one was still just the white, the gold, and a bit of the pink. So that could look really cool. These two is really what I was going for. Really simple, really elegant, really sparkly. I want to take you to a light. Hold on here, just so you can see what I mean. So it's like really subtle. And yeah, so I think for today's purpose, for actually doing gems, why don't I start with like a really small one, since I don't know what I'm doing. I think I will start with this one. And then maybe give me ideas like, tell me about this. Do you think it's too much? Should I add gems to it? Should I do a second coat of pink and kind of cover up some of the busyness? And tell me what you think of this too. Okay, let's get to work on this guy. Okay, so I decided to do these two pieces, and what I'll be using are the small rose quartz tumblers for this one and the clear quartz for this one. I've kind of placed, so I think this is the view, like this down. So I think I'm gonna put these large clusters here and then do like maybe a little line all the way up. I do love this look. We'll see how it goes. This one, I think I'm gonna keep it simple and do a line, but I don't know. So let's start with the big chunks right here. So this is just my glue gun, and I started gluing the big guys on and making lines with my glue gun and pouring the gems on and kind of doing my best to get them on, and it worked pretty well. After I do this, I will be doing a second coat of resin around all of the gems, and just to make sure that they're nice and snug and they won't move. So for this one, she's so cute. I wanted to do something so simple and really keep it simple because, you know, that was obviously the hardest thing for me to do. So I just put a line of rose quartz down her. I think she's really cute and simple. And finally for this guy, I didn't really know what to do. So I thought I was going to do an explosion of movement of rose quartz into clear quartz crystals. So that was my big kind of idea. And the 3 that I did were so all different. I'll tell you my no, I'm not going to tell you my favorites. You guys are going to have to rate them 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this will be called Quartz Explosion. Okay. This is Simple Sally. We love her. She's so cute, right? Okay. So there's Simple Sally. They're so shiny. Oh, there's sneakers in the background. It was really hard to capture how beautiful and shiny they are, but I'm really happy with Simple Sally. There's Quartz Explosion. I love how that like ballet slipper and rose quartz TLP in the back pop. So pretty. Okay. And then finally, this one's called Crystal Mountain. I love it. It looks kind of like a globe, like an antique globe of some sort. I don't know. You know what? I'm happy with them all, I have to say, and I'm rarely happy. Maybe because it was my first one, so I'm so excited. I don't know. You guys, let me know what you think. Did you like 1, 2, or 3? I hope you enjoyed. Love you guys. Bye.